ZenMarket haul, and we are live. I have a feeling that my internet's going to go out at any moment because that's just the way my life works. Now. Good. Okay, so I'm here with my ZenMarket box, and the first thing you're seeing was the heaviest thing, and I wanted to take the bubble wrap off of it before I got into anything else because I felt like this was going to take the most time to take the bubble wrap off of. Hello! This is Winter's 2014 Spring Summer Limited Edition, the white version. There's a white version and a black version. This was an album I just never thought I was going to own. I used to own the regular edition, I guess the launching edition of this. And then I sold it because I didn't think that I would ever want this again. And now I'm kind of revisiting a lot of Winter's catalog, and I found this on ZenMarket for a really low price. And when I say a low price, I'm talking like $25, which is a steal for this. One, because it's out of print. Two, the white version was like the rarest version for a long time. And three, this version of Winter doesn't really exist, so I don't think that anybody's going to reprint it anytime soon. So yeah, I'm very excited to have it. I'm not sure if I should open it right now, only because it is super heavy. Oh my gosh, this thing must weigh 10 pounds. It's hard to hold with one hand. But just to show you a little bit, here is the track list here, the front cover, the spine, the back, and then right here is where all of the contents are. I want to say it's like a photo book, a poster, and maybe a lyrics book. That's what I'm guessing is in here. I really don't know. I have seen this before. But I don't think I have ever watched an unboxing of this. So I actually don't know what's inside of it. I'm pretty sure there's no photo card inside of it just because I could never be that lucky, but yeah, I have no idea. So I guess we should probably get this open and see what's what. Woo! Oh, sorry, I knocked the camera a little bit. Wow. What kind of plastic wrap is that? Jeez. Okay. Let's get this out of here. Oh, there you go. So inside you have the track list. This looks kind of like a little newspaper, and looking at this, if I'm correct, this is just like a larger version of what was in the launching edition. So I feel like I've seen all of this before. Yes, I have. And I remember this because it was all in English. Yes. Okay. So I have seen that before. And then this is the poster that comes with the limited edition. And because I'm a little bit higher up, I may be able to show the whole thing. Yeah, so here's the poster front. And then this was a double-sided poster. That is the back. Cute. I like it. And then this is like the big book that came with it. Oh my goodness. Got your little CD here. And then, wow. You know, I have never seen this before. Like I said, I never have watched an unboxing of this. But this is super nice. Like, this is like it's like a huge coffee table book. I have never seen this before, but wow. The quality of the photos is really nice. Like, I'm just going to close up on here so you can see, like, how good the quality is for the pictures. Like, it's really, really nicely done. Wow. I am stunned. For $25, this was a steal. This was a steal. I'm noticing that the pictures are a little bit granulated or pixelated. It's a little grainy, but I think that's an editorial choice. But yeah, wow. Well, that's exciting. Already we're off to a good start. Okay, now the rest of what's in this box, a lot of it is stuff I already have, you guys. I'm sorry. You're going to be like, she shot 360. She has tons of shiny. Why did she buy more shiny albums? I'll tell you why. So When I first bought I'm Your Boy, the DVD versions, I bought the Korean press because the Japanese press was expensive and I thought they were exactly the same, so I didn't feel like I needed the Japanese press. And then later on, I realized I really wanted the Japanese press because there is a little bit of a difference. The difference being the way that the CD is placed inside of the trays. And also just because I kind of felt like my Japanese collection wasn't complete if I didn't have the Japanese version, even though it's literally the same songs, same photo book. So I saw a bundle on ZenMarket that had the two that I wanted for I'm Your Boy, but it was a whole bunch of other shiny CDs to go with it. So I went ahead and I bought the bundle, even though I really just wanted the two CDs, but the bundle wasn't that expensive. So I was like, okay, not a big deal. So that's what the majority of this is. And then this right here is something that I've been wanting, gosh, since at least before December. But after December especially, I really, really wanted this. This is the light stick from their 2017 Shiny World in Japan. And this was the light stick that a lot of us thought was going to be Shiny's best light stick forever and ever, just because SM wasn't trying to come out with an official Korean light stick. So for the longest time, like, this was the pinnacle. This was the one that everybody's like, if I can't get anything else, I've got to have that one because it's the nicest. And looking at it in person, it's still super nice. Like, there's nothing wrong with it at all. But I do like the one that SM came out with for Korea. I think it's really, really beautiful. So they've got something now that's a lot more accessible. It doesn't seem like it's as limited edition. And it's just as nice as what you could get from Japan. But I still wanted this anyway because I'm greedy. Oh, there you go. So here is the strap. And then this is the light stick. It is so pretty, y'all. Oh my gosh. This is nice. And it feels good too. Like, the handle is a little bit like rubberized. Now, I know it doesn't have any batteries. Because actually I think it's illegal to use. So I didn't expect it to turn on, but I just wanted to kind of feel what the button felt like. The button feels good too. But yeah, this is nice. I can see why people don't come out with counterfeits of this because it would just cost too much. You might as well just have the real thing. But yeah, that's amazing. I don't know if this was supposed to come with a dust cover of any sort. I know usually light sticks do. I don't see one at the bottom of this box, so I'm going to assume no. But it doesn't really matter to me. I only paid, I think, $42 for this, which on the secondary market is a really good deal for a fairly intact box plus an intact light stick. And even if it doesn't work, I probably won't care. I'll be a little bit upset if it's not working, but I'm just so glad to have a copy finally. Okay, now let's get into the CDs that I ordered. Let's start with this right here. So I'm not gonna lie, I did take the bubble wrap off of this one because I wanted to look at the I'm Your Boy that was in here right here. And I discovered something very interesting about this bundle. So this is the Japanese I'm Your Boy limited edition A, I think. I think it's the A. When you open it, there you go. It has a detachable photo book, and then it's got this CD tray, which is why I wanted it, because the tray here is different than the Korean. The Korean like has one over the other. This one, I want to say the tray lifts up. If I could figure out how to do it. Yeah, I think it lifts up, and then the other CD is underneath it. How do you do it, though? Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've seen an unboxing of this. I think I've forgotten how to make this work. Ah, there you go. Yeah, so there's the other one underneath. So that was why I wanted it. But when I was looking at the photo book, because I just wanted to confirm that everything was the same, I realized that this came with a photo card, which means I think, I'm not sure, I think all of these come with photo cards. I think. I don't know. I'm hoping that they all come with photo cards because that would be amazing for what I paid for the bundle. But if it doesn't, I'm not going to be mad. That would be really exciting. Okay, so here we have Boys Meet You by Shiny. Now this one I know does not have a photo card because it was one of the few Japanese releases where the limited edition did not have photo cards, so I won't be opening this up for you guys. Next we have this, which is Shiny's Replay Japan. This is the limited edition. This one I believe should have a photo card, so let's take a look. Okay. Yeah! Oh my gosh! Woo! Okay. So yeah, we may have photo cards through this whole thing. Ooh, bitch. Okay. Let's keep going. We got a lot of stuff to get through and only a little bit of time. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Next we have this, which is Lucky Star. This is new. This is like new in plastic. Whoa. I almost don't want to open this because this is brand new. Should I open this? I'll give you a minute to decide while I open something else. All right, so let's go with this one. So this is DXDXD, Dance 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 by Shiny. This is their 4th Japanese full-length album. Let's go inside. Hope it didn't fall. All right, here is the booklet, the CD tray. Yes! Okay. I'm feeling like we're gonna get a whole bunch of photo cards. Okay, keep it in the plastic. Cool. I think I'll do that because I actually do have Minho's card for Lucky Star. I don't need a card for that, so I don't have to open it to get the card, but oh my gosh. Okay. So we still have a whole bunch more that could potentially have photo cards. Potentially. This is not going back in the sleeve the way I want it to. I'm just going to set it there for now. So we'll leave this in the plastic. Let's see what else we have in here. This is another block of Shiny albums. Okay. Ooh, okay. So this is Juliet limited edition. Let's just check the photo book and see. Let's see if there's something in here. Okay. We have another photo card. We have Taemin. Wow. Okay. Oh, I dropped it. Wow. Okay, just so that you guys know how much I paid for this bundle, because I feel like I need to disclose that because I really didn't pay that much. I think I paid $40 for all of the Shiny albums you're going to see right now. Like all of them all together, the whole batch of them, I paid $40. Wow. Okay. All right. We got another I'm Your Boy. Yeah, let's see if we got another photo card because we might have. Wow. Okay. There's the thing. There it is. Let's see. Aha! Wow. Okay, I know I'm screaming. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Okay, so we got another Onu card. Is this somebody's personal collection? Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have another. This is Juliet, which we did Juliet before. This is another limited edition, but I don't know if both limited editions had cards. I'm trying to think back on when I got mine. I don't know if both limited editions had cards, so there might not be a photo card in here. Okay, never mind, there is. Ah, okay. What? Wow. Oh man, this is amazing. Okay. Let's go get some more. We have another bundle right here. All right, let's just go through it. This is Boys Meet You, Lucifer, and 1,000 Years by Your Side. Oh, and This Girl's Generation one, which I forgot that was there. I forgot I ordered that too. We'll look at that later. We'll look at that later. We don't need that right now. Okay, so Boys Meet You. Let's just jump right into the photo book, see what we got. Oh, oh, baby. Oh my gosh. Okay. Y'all, I think I'm going to get photo cards on all of these. I really think I'm going to get photo cards on all of these. Okay, here's the 1,000 Years by Your Side. Let's look at the photo book. Let's look at the photo book. There it is. I think it goes upside down. Yeah. Okay, we got Taemin. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. I feel like this is somebody's personal collection. I mean, the fact that all of them have photo cards, this has to have been somebody's personal collection that I've got. Oh my goodness. I have so many questions for where these came from. Like, was this somebody who was forced to get rid of their K-pop collection? I mean, obviously, it's somebody who loved SHINee. These albums are in impeccable condition. A lot of them are in better condition than the ones I have on my shelf. Like, they're in immaculate, perfect condition. They've got photo cards in them. So it wasn't like somebody bought these to take the photo cards out. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. Whose collection is this? What happened? How did I get this? Now I feel kind of sad because I'm just imagining somebody who was such a big Shawwal and they had to get rid of their entire collection, even the photo cards. Man, I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm also just like, who had to do this? Because I would be heartbroken if I had to do this. I really would. I'd be devastated. Well, yes, they did go to Good Home. Okay, we got an Onu Lucifer card. Ooh-wee. Okay. This doesn't break my streak of Minho not liking me. I don't know if y'all have noticed. We pulled all these photo cards. There hasn't been a single Minho card in the bunch. But that's okay because, me and Minho, we talked a long time ago and he told me that he'll never choose me in photo card form because he loves me too much. And he doesn't want to give me heart attacks when I open the album. So that's fine. I know he's doing it for my health. But wow, we've gotten Jonghyun, we've gotten Key, we've gotten Taemin, we've gotten Onu. We've done really well, y'all. Okay, and we still have more. We're not done. Okay, so this is the last bundle of SHINee albums right here. So let's get this opened and out the way. Okay, so this is everybody. This is one of the few Korean presses. There's a Korean press Sherlock and a Korean press everybody here. Let me go ahead and open this here. All right. No, right. Onu? Okay. So another photo card. Oh, and the bookmark is in there too. Wow, the bookmark is in there as well. This is Minho's bookmark. Okay, so you know what? Minho did show up this time. I'm not mad. Wow. Okay. So, another photo card. Let's check out Sherlock. I hate opening Sherlock. It is one of my least favorite albums to open because it's so hard to get back in the plastic. But that's okay. I can set it aside and put it back in the plastic later. There are several photo books here, so I'm not sure which one to look for the photo card in. I think I'm going to try the group one. I feel like that's where it should be. All right. And it is! And it's Key! Oh, wow! Okay. Awesome. This is so much fun. Y'all, these are albums I already have. Like, the reason I'm not flipping through them is because I already have every single one of these albums. But I had no idea. I think what I'm going to have to do, just for fairness sake, I think I'm going to have some kind of giveaway or like discount sale. I'm going to have to do something to find these albums new homes because as much as I love them, I wasn't anticipating all of this. And I really only bought it for 2 albums here. So yeah, I think I might need to spread some of the wealth here. I'll figure out what to do to make it equitable, but yeah, I'm shocked. This has been a really big surprise. All right, so we have Shiny's Dazzling Girl and photo card right off the bat. Tamine. Wow. Okay, so this, I think this is our last Shiny. I think that was our last Shiny album, y'all. And out of every single album except for Boys Meet You had a photo card. And like I said, I knew Boys Meet You wasn't going to have a photo card because that particular version I do own. I think my camera did bad. I don't know how to switch it over. Is that it? How do I switch it over? Ah, there it goes. Yeah, we're back. So let's see the last of the stuff I got because there's not much left. We're almost done here, I promise. And I'm like moving the camera all over the place because I'm a mess. This is Roly Poly, I believe. Is this Roly Poly? Yes. From Tiara. Is one of the ones I didn't have from Tiara's early discography. I think I had John Travolta and Copacabana, but I didn't have this one. So yeah, I'm glad to have this. Let's see what's inside. If I can open this. This is taped really, really well. Like it's tightly taped. Okay. Y'all didn't want me to get in here. I get it. It's fine. I paid for you though, so I should be allowed to get in. So your fear for customs, I totally get you. ZenMarket does allow you to change the value of your package. So if that would help you out at all when it comes to customs, please consider that. I hope it will. So this is Roly Poly, and this one, it's got a little damage. You can see like it's totally banged up right here, which I'm not too happy with that. It's that corner is smashed. But I don't know if that happened in transit or if it was like that before. I don't remember it being damaged in the picture, so this may have just been a shipping thing. I'm not too worried about it. I just wanted to have the CD, so glad to have that. It has that glued in book that is my least favorite thing ever. So I'm going to be very careful about flipping through this in the future. But I love the photo book for this album, which is why I was really glad to have it. And I'm excited because it's been very hard to find used, and this only cost me like $7 used, so that's not bad at all. Okay, next we have this, which is Mr. Mister by Girls' Generation. So I actually really like Mr. Mister. It's one of my favorite Girls' Generation title songs. Sometimes I feel like Girls' Generation title songs are not made for me. But this was one of the ones that was. This is one of the ones I really super enjoyed from the very first time I heard it, and I've enjoyed it ever since. And this CD was 100 yen, which is the equivalent to a little less than $1. I did have to pay like $3 shipping, but still, $4, that's not bad at all. I don't expect it to come with any photo cards or anything because I don't even know if this album has photo cards, to be quite honest with you. I just want to make sure there's actually a CD in here because it was so freaking cheap and it's in nice condition, which makes me worried that there was something wrong with it. But it looks like it's fine. Like, it doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it at all. So yeah, and then the photo book, Mr. Mister. So that was a really great steal. That was a great, great sale. Let me just double check, make sure we're empty in here. Yeah, we're empty. There's nothing else in here but like bubbles. So we're fine. Last thing we have this, which is a card set for Namjoon from BTS. I think it's 3 cards I have here. So it's not a full set by any stretch of the imagination. And these cards were wicked expensive. Don't know why. I think I paid like $16 for these cards, which that doesn't seem expensive to you guys, but that's a lot of money to me when it comes to cards that I don't normally collect. But I am a really big fan of certain fan fiction, and my favorite OTP for fan fiction happens to be you guys are so cute. Taejun is my bias OTP. And so I saw these cards and they're so incredibly adorable. So I was like, okay, I don't usually spend this kind of money, but look at them. Look at them. Romance. So yeah, I went ahead and I got these. So it's just 3 cards. And then, of course, a Namjoon solo because he's my favorite. He's the bias. But still, like, these are incredibly adorable. They're so cute. So I'm glad I got those. They were worth the money I paid for them. Let's put them back in here for now. That way if they fall over, they don't get all bent up. And then this I bought for super... Hi, Anthony! This I bought for super duper duper cheap. This was another thing that cost me like $3. It's Girls' Generation's Love and Girls. So I have Love and Peace. I have what is the name of the other one? Oh gosh, I have their first album, I have their second album, I have their last two albums. This was like the one in the middle. That's all I could think of. I can't think of all the titles because they use the same style of title in Japan. It's like Girls in Peace, Girls in Love, Love and Peace, Love and Girls. Like, I don't know why they did that to their Japanese albums, but the titles are so similar that it's easy to get them all mixed up. This is the one I didn't have. I just put it that way. This is the one I didn't have. So, yeah, I finally got it because it was super duper cheap and it was brand new. So I said, why not? And I was getting other stuff anyway. So here is the album and a DVD. Comes with a photo book, it looks like. A very super duper thin. Actually, it's not even a photo book. It's just a lyric book. It's nothing. It's nothing. It is one sheet of paper glued on to this right here. But I didn't buy this for the photo book. I actually did buy this for the music, and because of that, I'm not disappointed at all. Let's see. Is the track list? 11 Girls right there. So yeah, I really like this song, and so I'm not mad. But it was just very, very cheap. Like, uber cheap. So why not? And that is everything, y'all. Oh my gosh. There was so much here. So much here. So let's see. I'm going to bring the camera down a little bit because I'm like way up in the air here. And I'm going to lay out the stuff because there's just so much here. I don't even have room to put all the stuff here. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff. I don't even have room. I don't even have room. It's just stuff over stuff over stuff. So yeah, that's everything. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Okay, so yeah, that's everything I unboxed. And oh, while I'm thinking about it, I wanted to show you guys a couple of things from my collection. New adds to my collection. First thing, birthday presents. So my friend Shawwal5 here on YouTube, she's such a lovely human being. She bought me birthday presents for my birthday, which was a couple of weeks ago. She bought me this Minho standee, which is super duper adorbs. Don't you love it? And it's got this mechanism for the stand up. As you can tell, compared to the albums, it's pretty tall. So I'm glad I'm doing this here because I'm standing up. Otherwise, I don't think I could get this all in the frame, to be honest with you. But that beautiful thing. And she bought me this gorgeous thing, which is a catalog that Minho did in Korea. And it is full of gorgeous pictures of Minho running, standing, smiling, breathing, looking edible. He's so good. And it's funny because I'm saying, he's so good. And there's all these pictures of that lady. But yeah, he looks amazing. And thank you, Shawwal5, because she totally snuck this up on me. She actually asked Angels 2014 for my home shipping address and totally didn't know it was coming. Hey! Didn't know it was coming, and it arrived, and it's amazing. Like, if I had known that this existed, because I actually didn't even know this existed, if I had known that it existed, I would have bought it for myself. But the fact that she bought it for me makes it 1,000 times more special than it could ever be. So I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. It's so nice. And then I actually bought a sticker set from her. So let me open up the good old shiny photo card sticker set binder. Speaking of the binder, new updates, I bought this and this. These are episode 2 and 3 photo cards for Minho for their latest Story of Light. And then the sticker set that I bought from Shawwal5, it's right here. It's the Story of Light sticker set. And I got not the whole sticker set. I got the Minho ones, and then she threw in this group card, which was really super nice of her. She didn't have to do that. But she's so cute because on the sleeve that she sent it in, she put little shapes on the sleeve to make up a fox, like a geometric fox. It was so adorable. She's just the sweetest person in the world. She always does really nice things for me, and I appreciate her tremendously. So yeah, I don't know. I'm one of the luckiest people on earth. Great things happen to me. I'm surrounded by beautiful, loving, kind individuals. I have one of the most interesting friends groups in the world, and I'm just really, really happy. When did I get what? When did I get the stickers, or when did I get all the stuff on the table? I actually just got the stuff on the table today. Like, honestly, like, if you take this, the standee, and the catalog away, all of this stuff arrived today. Like, I think it got to Colorado Springs this morning. So it hasn't been long at all. But in case you're wondering, Jade, I ordered a bundle on Amazon of shiny CDs because I was looking for the I'm Your Boy limited edition Japanese press, because I had the Korean press, but I didn't have the Japanese press. Well, when I opened the I'm Your Boy, I found out that all of the albums you see here that were part of that bundle, every single one of them comes with a photo card. Every single one of them comes with a photo card. I'm stunned. I am stunned. I had no idea. The only things that don't come with photo cards are the Girls' Generation Mr. album and the Love and Peace, Love and Girls, I don't know, whatever it's called. And also the Winter album, which I need to show that one more time just because I can't believe how huge it is. Like, it is really, really big. Just move this out the way here. Oh, I can't even lift it. It's so heavy. This thing, it is massive, and it's full of pictures. Full of pictures. It's incredible. I cannot believe. I need to put that back in before it gets damaged, because I'm so afraid that I'm going to drop it or get it dirty because it's all white. So, yeah, it is huge. It is huge. If you can find it for a good deal, I recommend getting it. I got mine used for $25 on ZenMarket. Shipping would kill you. Shipping would kill you because the shipping on this is no joke. For all of the things here, for everything, the shipping was $88 from Japan to the United States. So if you think that's reasonable, then it was reasonable. I'm trying to get this Winter album back in the sleeve, but I have to be very careful, so I have to concentrate. So you guys talk to each other in the background. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, no, don't crumble, don't crumble. Okay, so the newspaper thing, when I was trying to slide it back in, it wanted to fold up. That's not cool, so be very, very careful trying to get this back in here. And the poster's sticking out. How do I fix that? How? Okay, there. I've eased it back in here. Hello, Felicia. Yeah. So, there you go. Oh my gosh. So big. Oh, and I think I already got smuts on it. Oh my gosh, did I get this dirty already? Ah, man. What is life? You know, you can't have too much luck. Because if you have too much luck, something's going to come along and prove you wrong. But yeah, tons of stuff here. Oh, and since we're recapping, let me go grab something real quick. I'll be right back. Get out the way, bubble wrap. Whew. So recapping also today in further K-pop adventures, I bought these, which are 3 of the 4 versions of BTS's Love Yourself Answer. So I have here no, where is it? Where's the stupid letter? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So Cell. So I got SEL. Photo cards that came with these. I got Taehyun for the S version. I got Suga for the E version. And for the L version, I got Jen. Really? Okay. I did not know that. I did not know that the spines were messed up. Did you like BTS's new title track? Um, I'll put it to you this way. I really like the song. The video, I think I'm too old for it. Like, I could not concentrate. I actually had to turn the video off and listen to the song because the video was just like everywhere. There were all these heads and people's mouths, and I don't I can't, I don't know. But I did like that they brought more of kind of the Asian musical landscape into a Western song. So that really helped me out quite a bit. I thought it was a fun song. I'm sure that just because of the music video being colored the way it is, I thought a lot about DNA while I was watching it. That doesn't mean that the song sounds similar. I think I just thought about DNA a lot because of the coloring of the music video. I have not listened to the album yet, though. And I didn't listen to the album yet because I knew I was going to buy the physical copies today in the store. So I haven't streamed it or anything, and I've been at work. So, yeah, I can't wait to listen to all of the new songs. I will tell you kind of my rundown of how I feel about this packaging. The packaging itself is super, super easy to damage. It's so fragile. I don't know anybody who's going to have a perfect copy because already mine are damaged, and all I did was go to the store and come home. I unboxed them in the backseat of my car, and already like dings and dents everywhere. A bitch is so mad. Do you see that? Do you see all that? Do you see kind of how it's got little dings in it? The spines are really super sensitive on this, so you got to be very, very careful. I'm not pleased with it in terms of the fragility of it all. I think that part of what made the other ones not be as fragile is that they didn't have that very slick surface, but you can't get the reflective material to not be slick. It has to be able to catch as much light as possible, which means being smooth. So yeah, and then lots of blank pages for the photo book. I get that. I think the reason why there was no CD tray this time around was because of the fact that they had so many lyrics printed inside, and with all the lyrics being reprinted from both Love Yourself, Your Love Yourself Tear, and then now you have the new songs, they just decided rather than putting in a tray, they'll stuff all of that into the book. Problem is, they needed to put the CDs somewhere, so they decided to put the CDs in flaps on the side of the photo book. And like, I don't know if you could tell from this one, maybe the light is hitting it right. You can actually see the CD through the cover. Do you see that? Can you see it? You can actually see the CD through the cover. It's so freaking fragile. I'm worried. I'm really actually worried. But you know what? I feel like it's okay. That's what you get for the experience. And, you know, if you don't look too hard, it is still very, very beautiful. So I'm not uber mad, but I don't like the idea of something being that fragile right off the bat before I've had a chance to like really abuse it myself. In this one, I don't know if you can see, there's like little dents there, ding here, ding there, like just, it's rough. It's in rough condition. So yeah. Speaking of getting paid, Jade, are you gonna have your huge haul? Because I know it should be coming. It should have been here by now. What's going on with that? Can you do an unpopular K-pop opinion? I feel like my entire channel is full of unpopular K-pop opinions. So I mean, just have to go through the archives and you'll find it. Most popular. Ooh. I have one very unpopular opinion right now, but it's only unpopular, I think, with international fans. So a lot of y'all are mad at the way that Korea has been treating the whole Hyuna Edan situation. Basically, you don't understand why everybody is so upset at Edan and giving Hyuna a pass, and why they can't just let him date. So my unpopular opinion is this. Y'all really need to be mad at Hyuna. Like, that's who you need to be mad at. You don't need to be mad at him. And I'm not saying that because the woman should be to blame. That's not it at all. The reason I say you should be mad at her is because when I read the statement when everything first came out, it was on her Instagram. It wasn't on his. It wasn't on anything related to Pentagon, it was on her. And I feel like the record label, when they first kind of were asked the question, are they dating? They said no for a reason. They said no because they knew the public wasn't mature enough to handle their idol being with somebody else who wasn't them. Or even, I honestly don't even think the fans could take the idol dating them, to be quite honest with you. And so, Yana being the K-pop veteran that she is, like been in the game for as long as she has, she knows the ropes, she knows what's acceptable and not acceptable. For her to turn around and go against the label's wishes and acknowledge that they have a romance. In effect, she's the one that basically ruined his career because he now has to be in exile. And it's for nothing that he did. I mean, I don't think it was wrong for him to date, but the rule in idoldom is you can't date out loud. Not until you've got at least maybe 7 to 10 years in the game. Once you have enough skin in the game to where people are like, you can go to the military. Once you get back from the military or you're like right about to go to the military, all bets are off. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But until that time, especially when you're still considered kind of a nugu and you've just kind of had your first big hit, you can't be out here dating. And that's just the fact. And I know you're saying, why didn't he go to LA? I think he didn't go to LA because even though we're saying international audiences would have cheered him on, it would have been nice, everything else, I think they still have the eyes of Korea watching them. And for better or for worse, international fans buy a lot of albums. We certainly do. But we don't buy as many albums for groups like Pentagon as they do at home. And that's their meat and potatoes. That's where they're doing the most concerts. That's where they're selling the most merchandise. That's where they're getting the real money, which is not in album sales, but is in commercial sales. Once you become a big group, the first thing that you can do to prove to the Korean public that you're a huge group is get a big endorsement. So endorsement money comes from home. It doesn't come from international. Because with albums, think about how much money a record label actually makes from this album. This album might cost the record label $6 to make. If it costs them $6 to make and they sell this for $10, that's a $4 profit, right? That's if they sell every single one that they have. That margin also includes all of the unsold albums, all of the albums that are going to get trashed, the possibility of a recall, the possibility of a damaged truck and just losing inventory to damage. All that stuff has to be factored in. So at the end of the day, an album really isn't a lot of money. A concert is definitely more money because you have to pay for the concert setup, but performance-wise, if you can fill enough seats, you can stand to make maybe $3,000-$4,000, maybe even $10,000. Endorsements, all your artist has to do is show up. They don't have to sing really. They might have to do a little bit of a dance. They need to smile. The company who's paying to do the endorsement, they take care of the lighting, the set, the makeup, the costume, the printing. Everything is taken care of by the company that is paying for the endorsement. So there's a lot of money in Korea that these artists stand to make. And that is the reason why they don't want to endanger that relationship. So even though Edon would be welcomed in LA by the international fans, if word got back to Korea that they were allowing Edon to promote with Pentagon in the United States, it wouldn't read only for US promotions. It would read back with Pentagon, promoting again. And that's why he can't be here. That's why he can't be anywhere. He can't be in Japan. He can't be in LA. He can't be anywhere with the group because they can't give off the perception that they would do anything to go against the fans. And again, that's why I say this is Jenna's fault. This is Jenna's fault because she could do whatever she wants. She did a whole song talking about all of her years in K-pop. So she had nothing to lose. But he did. And I find it to be incredibly selfish as a romantic partner to do something that puts your partner's livelihood in danger. Because I haven't heard a word about her stopping promotions at all. Not even been suggested. But for him, it's a wrap. And he's got so much talent and he's so young and just there's so much out there for him. And so that's my unpopular opinion is that nobody needs to be mad at the Korean fans because that game has been that game forever. They need to be mad at Hyuna because she did this. She fucked him over. And I don't know if she fucked him over because she was done dating him and she's like, you know what? I was through with him anyway. Let me go ahead and throw him to the lions. I don't know what was going through her head when she decided to counteract everything that the record label said, but she did this. She did this. Just as sure as Dispatch could come out with a photograph or anything else, she did this. That was her. It was all her. Another unpopular opinion I can share with you guys. This is regarding BAP. Bang Young-gook has left BAP, and to be quite honest with you, I think at this point in time, BAP should call it a wrap. Like, I think they should disband. And I don't normally say disband because that's not nice. And I know everybody's got fans, and I know it hurts fans when their groups disband. But when I say disband for them, I mean it in the same way I like secretly believe that Block B should disband. Because I feel like there's nothing left in the group anymore for anybody. I don't think that BAP holds any big value for Bang Young-gook anymore. I don't think that it holds big value for Zello or Himchan or any of the other members of the group. I think they have been kind of on this rat race of nonstop steady promotions, trying to bring back the fire that they had. And at this point, I think it's pretty much gone. The only place that I can imagine that they still have the power as a team is in Japan. But in Korea, I just don't think it's there. And international wise, I don't think it's there. And I think if they were to disband, it gives the opportunity for all the members to kind of go their own way. And instead of one person being blamed for why the whole group broke up, everybody just kind of does what they want to do. I think about poor Zello, and I think about the fact that he is so incredibly young. Like, he's a baby, practically. And we've watched him grow up, and I think about how so early in his professional career, things just went south for him that I don't think people even realize how incredibly talented he is. Like, how good of a dancer he is, how great of a rapper he is, like, how much potential this boy has. I think it's been overshadowed by his participation in the group. And I think being disbanded gives him an opportunity to start afresh. It gives him a chance to go on a reality show. It gives him a chance to do all these things. Like, I want to see Zello on the next season of Produce. He deserves. I want to see Bang Young-gook on the next season of Show Me the Money. Like, they deserve the opportunity. And I felt the same way about Block B. I like Zico a lot in terms of like songwriting, lyrical style, things like that. But Block B for the last few years has been the Zico and the Gang show. And I think there's a lot of members, that get overshadowed. Park Young. They get overshadowed by Zico. And so I think the best thing for Block B is to not be Block B anymore. Or if they're not going to be bound to Block B in a way that makes it to where they don't really get a chance to promote as well without it. I feel like when a group disbands, it almost sets the reset button on different people's careers. And it's very rare that a group can disband and members can go on to get higher heights than they were inside of the group. But at the very least, there's a lot of people that find ways to reinvent themselves to promote their own happiness. And that's what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in now you can go off and be the big star you should have been all along. I'm more interested in now you can pursue being the artist that you've wanted to be recognized as all along. If acting is what you want to do all along, now's your chance because you don't have to worry about an acting schedule interfering with a group schedule. If you wanted to be a fashion designer for so long, go back to school, girl. Do what you need to do. Come back out and pursue whatever your particular passion is. And I know it doesn't work out that way for everybody. Some groups disband and people go back to working in Starbucks, or they go back to working a corporate job or whatever else, and they just have a story to tell. Either way it goes, I just want them to not be bound by the idea that they're a part of a failing group, but instead have a chance to restart something else and make this time a beautiful memory. And that's I think an unpopular opinion because nobody ever wants to say a group should disband. No one ever wants to say that. But sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes it's just better for everybody if we call it a day. You know? So that's my unpopular opinion for K-pop. Absolutely. That, and also I'm not as fond of Power Up now that I've heard it several times. I liked Power Up the first time I heard it. I've liked it some more since, but if I had to say how I feel about it now, I think I'm okay on Power Up. I think I'm pretty full up on Power Up at this current junction in the game. I'm good. I'm solid. So that might be my spiciest comment so far. I kind of feel the same way about Infinite and Teen Top as well. I feel like their hype is gone at this point. Oh, absolutely. I agree. The only reason why I have a hard time feeling like I should say that about Infinite is because I really like May and I don't want to say bad things about her group because I don't want her to hate me. But with Infinite, I feel like people don't really look forward to their comebacks as much. I know for a fact people don't really look at Teen Top like that anymore. And I don't want to say it's Neil's fault, but his whole dating scandal thing, I think it really took a lot of people back. And also because when he went solo, I think people thought that his solo was going to do more for the group than it did. And because of that, I don't know, I just feel like they've lost their way in a lot of different ways. So it might be best to go and split it up. UKISS is another one that needs to disband just because I don't even know what a UKISS is anymore. Like, you got men who are married, got babies, like all kinds of stuff going on. So they can go sit down for sure. But it's just hard. It's hard because I know the pain of disbandment. Like, I don't say that lightly. I don't say that lightly because I know how I felt when that's true. The Eljo drama was not cool. That was not cool. I know how I felt when Sistar disbanded. That shit hurt my heart. When 2NE1 disbanded, that shit hurt my heart. And not for nothing, depending on how SHINee's next 2 comebacks go, if they decide, hey Alex, if they decide that they don't want to do this anymore, I've had years of fun with SHINee. And I'll support them in everything they do. But I'm not selfish enough to believe that they need to keep doing this for me. I don't believe that at all. I think that because I know SHINee the way I do, because I follow them the way I have, I know that there is so much out there for each of those individuals outside of them as a group. So, like, sorry about that, guys. There's so much out them as individuals for the group that I wouldn't be upset if they decide to pursue what they wanted to. If Onu wanted to go to full-time acting, if Taemin wanted to be a full-time solo Korean Michael Jackson, if Key wanted to be a full-time talk show host, if Minho wanted to be a full-time husband to me, these are all things that I'm willing to support, But I don't want them to start having comebacks that go ignored. I don't want them to start having comebacks that seem desperate or them having to do things that are like corny in order to get attention. Like, I don't want that for them. And so I'll take them wherever they want to go. Wherever they want to go, that's fine by me. And I'm not saying that like once they start winning music shows that that's it for SHINee. That's not what I'm saying at all. Because look at TVXQ. They might not win music shows, but the audience is there. They still sell the albums. They still sell the tickets. All that's happening. But if they get to the point with SHINee where like the fans aren't excited anymore, or they feel like they're not excited to be together anymore, then that's when I want them to call it a wrap. Before things can get ugly, before things can get low class, before things can get tarnished, that's when I want them to call it a day. So that is I think that's probably the most unpopular opinion I've expressed so far. Is like, I'd be ready for the day if SHINee said that they didn't want to. But I felt this way forever. Like, this is not something I feel now just because Jonghyun's not present with us anymore. I felt that way, gosh, back during One of One, even maybe. And I felt that way because, like, at the time, Onu was like right after One of One, Onu was starting to really pursue his acting. Key had been doing a lot of acting recently. Taemin was like on solo album number 2 or 3 or whatever. Like, they were all already branching out. So I'm like, okay, well, you know what? If they decide that they want to just go ahead and do their own thing for a while, I'm fine with it. I don't need albums all the time. I love Shining, but I'm willing to wait. So this is a thing that I have felt for a long time. These are not new feelings, but I think it's harder to say today than it was before December 18th, because today, more than ever, it is a coping mechanism and a comfort to see the 4 boys together because it doesn't feel like it's over as much. I think as all older groups get older, the group stuff gets less and solo work increases. Absolutely, absolutely. I think you can look at Shinhwa. That's just what it is. But yeah, I don't want them to do it for me. I don't want them to do it for me. I want them to do it for them. I want them to do it as long as they are happy with it. But don't do this because you think I want it. Because all I want is for you to be happy. That's all I've ever wanted. That's all I want to see is my favorites living their best life, being happy with whatever lifestyle they wanted, not struggling for anything. And, when they finally get to the place where they're done with this world, knowing that they lived the absolute peak of existence for what the world had to offer them. That's all I want. Thank you. I said you kiss. I believe, once you start looking tired, then, go ahead and go to bed. Go ahead and let it rest. I've mentioned all these boy groups that I want to see. Well, not that I want to see disbanded, but that I'm ready to see disbanded. I didn't even mention any girl groups that I feel that way. I feel like that, though, for Girls' Day a little bit. I feel like their time might be coming to a close because, like, the hype train went up and it went back down, and I don't think it's ever going to get back up again. I think that if TS would quit playing fucking games, they would already announce that Sunamu's never coming back. They would announce that Secret's never coming back. Nine Muses, I think that Nine Muses should rename themselves to Muses, and just let go of that nine stuff because it hasn't been nine for a long time. Trying to think what other girl groups I feel that way. Well, Secret's been disbanded, but not officially disbanded, I don't think. I don't think they've been officially disbanded. I'm trying to think what other veteran girl groups I'm ready to see. I would name some other ones, but almost all the veteran girl groups that I think it was around the time for them to end are already gone. I love the Wonder Girls. I love the Wonder Girls. But I think that they ended perfectly. Like, Why So Lonely was such a great song. And for them to be like, well, we got back up on the charts. That's all we wanted to do. See y'all later. I think that's perfect. I think that's amazing. And so, they disbanded in the way I wanted them to disband. Sistar, I like that, was a great single. That was actually a really good album. And then they're like, you know what? We all have better things to do with our time. So we're so lonely. Bye-bye. So that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. I want them to do it until they're like, you know what? I've got other things I want to do with my time. I'm not as committed to this as I used to be. So let's just, all hug, hold hands, say goodbye, and keep it moving. I don't want messy disbandments. I don't want a 2NE1 disbandment or a 4-minute disbandment. The 4-minute disbandment, you know why that pisses me off? It pisses me off because the way that they made it sound, it sounded to me like a ploy for marketing. The whole, well, if things don't go good with this comeback, we might just disband. Tee-hee-hee. That's nothing to play with. That's nothing to play with. And then they go ahead and they disband. Like, that shit still pisses me off to this day. No, I want people to go out on top. Even for as messy as the 2NE1 disbandment was, with Minji leaving first, and then, all the stuff with Bomb and everything else, I still love Annyeong. I still think that's a great song. I still think that the last official release for 2NE1 Physical is unmatched in their catalog. They never got to the point where they were doing shit just to attract attention. And so I feel like they went out under less than ideal circumstances, but they still went out on top. What about what's going on with Brown Eyed Girls? Okay, so Brown Eyed Girls, I have to say, I think that Brown Eyed Girls, they're kind of on the sick and shut in list because we all know Guyan's been going through it. Like, I don't know what happened to old girl, but she cracked up, and I just wish her the very best. I'm not even worried about a brown eyed girl comeback anytime soon. I just want sis to be okay. That's all I want. I just want her mental health to be in check because she was saying some wild stuff, and I heard she got hospitalized, and she is such a feminist icon for South Korea. And she's such a standalone talent. And she's just, Fuck You is still like that song. It is that song. So to see her kind of in her low moments recently, I don't want nothing from her but for her to be healthy. I really don't care about what happens to the group until I know that our friend is okay. And until I hear that our friend is okay, I'm cool on any kind of Brown Eyed Girls reunion of any sort because I need to know that she's all right. That is my biggest priority at this juncture in the game. I'm trying to think if there's any other old girl groups that were like super popular that have kind of fallen off recently. No, Miss A's disbanded. What do you think about NCT adding 3 more members? I think it's not going to matter to me because I don't know any of their names anyway, other than like a handful. Like I know Taeyong, Mark, Johnny. Okay, so maybe not even a handful. I mean, that's cool that they're adding people for the China subunit. I guess maybe that Hallyu ban is coming down. But I'm really not that concerned about NCT adding members and stuff like that because I don't feel like I've gotten a handle on them anyway. So adding members doesn't take away from my enjoyment because NCT, I've become so kind of divested from them that they're just fun music to me. They're just fun music to me. That's all it is. Like NCT is fun music to me. I don't equate their sound with any particular member. I don't expect their music to sound any kind of way. It's just fun SM production stuff, in my opinion. And it's all because of the way SM made it. I don't think they really truly grasp like when you build a group, you build a sound, and to constantly create these variables to that sound takes away from the investment of the fan. So why would you continue to dump this one in and pull that one out and rename this section and do that subgroup? Let me get to know you first. Let me really get invested in you. Let me build up a history with you before you start changing things. So, I don't know. Hey, Show All 5. You missed when I was showing off all the birthday goodies that you gave me and the stickers and everything else. Yeah, I mean, I like NCT's music, but I don't care about who's in the group at this point because I can't get into them in that way. I still think the music's fire, but I just can't get into them in the way that I care about who's in what lineup for them. Sorry. I'm rubbing my hands together. It's been an hour. I was not anticipating this taking an hour. I thought this was going to be like a half an hour max, but somebody asked me for unpopular opinions, and all I've been doing is spewing trash at this point. So enjoy it. But yeah, as I get older, my interests narrow. And it's not something I'm doing intentionally. It's more like my employment keeps me busy, being a parent keeps me busy, and I just have less and less spare time. So with less and less spare time, I tend to take my extra time and focus it in ways that I already know I enjoy. So I don't really get a chance to be exposed to much new stuff because I kind of concentrate on those things that have kept me happy for the longest so far. And it has been difficult for me getting into like new groups, stuff like that, because I'm just like, why would I want to waste time trying to hear somebody who I might not like, you know? But I've been trying to get over that. I really have. I think I found a fave in my teen, and I think I'm very interested in UNB. But a lot of this, trying to find out the names for all the members and who's in and who's out, I can't do that anymore. I can't do that anymore because I don't have that kind of time anymore. And I wish that companies would keep that in mind when they're putting all this stuff out, is that, some of us have very limited personal time and we just really need you to like give me your best stuff right away and make it so good that I want to follow up on it with more of my time. That's what I need in order to keep me invested. Luna's debut single being disappointing, I didn't find it disappointing. I just found it kind of different than what I expected because Luna has been doing a lot of stuff that's very kind of like, trip hop is not the word. Like, it's stuff that has like R&B and hip hop bits in it, but it's still extremely pop. And it's a style that I like personally. And so when the debut single came out and it was actually one of the levels from Sonic the Hedgehog, I was taken aback because I don't feel like I'd heard that sound from Luna before. So I didn't dislike it because I've always jammed out to Sonic, but at the same time, it was just like, it felt like it was a totally different direction than everything they had been doing thus far. And so it was disconcerting the very first time I heard it because I'm like, this is video game music. This is like totally video game music. I mean, even the fact that they were like running through the entire video, it was a video game level. That's what it was. And so I didn't dislike the song because I like video game music. It was just more like I wasn't expecting that. And so it took me a minute to enjoy it because I did not know that was what was going to take place. Now that I know that that's there, I'm fine with it. I just needed a heads up because it was unexpected for me. That doesn't mean I'm going to dislike Luna because they had one song that caught me off guard, because there's been too many songs pre-debut that I'm like, that song's cool, that song's interesting, I really like that song, ooh, check that out. There's too much of that in the background, so I'm still going to listen, I'm still going to like, but yeah, I would like to see what a consistent Luna output looks like, because right now I have no idea what that group sound is. I don't know what they sound like. Because, I mean, think about it. Every single member has kind of had their own color, their own style of song. And then the subunits, the last few subunits have kind of sounded more similar, but those first few, they were all kind of very different to me. And so I really don't know what Luna's sound is. And because I don't know what their sound is, I can't say whether or not I stan, because usually the groups that I stan, they have a very definitive sound. Like, let's just put this out here. Hyorin's last single, Bae, that was a Sistar song. You can't tell me any different. If you do, you're lying. Be honest with yourself. Hyorin's last single was a Sistar song. It was like an amalgamation of Touch My Body and Loving You and Shake It. It was like all of those songs put together. And it gave me the biggest feeling in my chest. Like I couldn't believe that Hyun was like, oh, by the way, here is your Sistar song. But it's because there is a sound. There is a definite absolute sound in my mind that says Sistar. And I don't need all the members of Sistar to be there. I just need like one certain person and a certain kind of sound, and already I know what it is. The summer is saved. And that's what I'm looking for in groups. Same thing with Shiny. Shiny has done a lot of really experimental stuff, but there were certain voices in Shiny that when you heard them, you knew this is a Shiny song. And I think that's what I'm looking for with Luna. Like, I want to know that if I hear this kind of thing, this is a Luna song. And so that's the missing component for me. I'm trying to think what other groups have that instant, like, when you hear this sound, you know this is this group. I think Big Bang, I really do. I think that Big Bang is definitely one of those that when you hear that sound, you know it's Big Bang. It just is what it is. So, the sound can evolve, but there's a core that is there that defines a group. And all of the biggest, longest lasting groups have a core. And that's just facts. You don't become a legend by sounding like every other bitch down the street. You become a legend because nobody can do what you do. You become a legend because nobody sounds like you, nobody looks like you, nobody does what you do. You are singular, amazing, unique, one of a kind. And so that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. If you know that song, you're old like me. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So, have I listened to the B-sides of the Luna debut album? No, I'm waiting for my copy to come in before I listen to it. And the limited edition with the pink moon is the one I ordered because it is the prettiest cover. Let's see, what else does anybody have to say? How do I feel about groups made from reality competition shows? I feel like that's the new wave. I've said that on a video already, but I know some of you don't watch all my videos because they're all super duper long like this. I feel like groups made from competition shows are. Thank you! Yay! Somebody knows what it is. I think that video was Tyrese in that video, or was it Tyson Beckford? I don't know. One of them was greased down. It was wonderful. If you look at like who's debuting now, almost all the groups that are debuting are one of three places. They are either Luna, which came out of fucking nowhere. They are coming from a well-known either label or a well-known production group, or they're coming from a show. Like that's how you debut in K-pop nowadays. Either you're coming from a well-known production group, so like Momoland, they're produced by a well-known producer. Then you have all your Golden Child, your Lovelies, all those that come from well-known record labels. Then you have Luna, that, like I said, come out of nowhere. And then you have the produce, the unit, the mix and match, the mix nine, the whatever the shows are called. All that stuff, that's the wave. That's how you get on. That's how you make it in K-pop today. And I'm not mad at it. It's everything has its time. I think more than anything, I'm encouraged by the K-hip hop scene because that is one of the few ways you can hit it super big in Korea without having like a machine behind you or a well-known name attached to you. And for proof of that, who the fuck is Sean? Do you know who he is? A lot of people don't. I heard his weak ass song on Spotify. That shit is wild, wild lame. But it was like a number one song in Korea because the only place where you can come out of nowhere and take it over right now is coming from the hip hop scene or coming from the indie scene. That is the last bastion of like true out of nowhereness. But in terms of like popular K-pop and getting on like the K-con circuit and stuff like that, you have to come from one of those sources. So I'm not mad at it. I know. Can you believe he won a music show? Like the fuck. But yeah, his song is like super duper weird to me. I don't like it. I don't find his tone of voice to be attractive. It's very much coffee shop music to me. But yeah, like Dean, Crush, Zion T, even though he's with YG now. A lot of these other kind of more R&B influenced singer, songwriter, stuff like that. That's really my fave. That's really what I like. And so they're what I'm looking forward to when I'm talking about like new music that I want to listen to, that I'm trying to sample. I tend to go that direction because I don't know. It just, if I want something that requires me to like get lost in it instead of just having fun, that's what I'm trying to hear. That's what I'm trying to hear. But I don't have anything wrong with the TV shows because one thing that it does tremendously well, which is why it's going to continue to be done until it just doesn't work anymore, is it's really good at getting you invested in the members of a group, before they've had to prove themselves with the music. And it's just like I was saying earlier about how you need a proven sound to get me into it. The only other way to get me into you is if we have some kind of history together. Like the reason why Hyorin could leave Sistar and have her videos have, a million views or whatever is because there's a history already there. So she didn't have to start over from scratch. So with these television show groups, the history is I watched you be at risk of elimination and I rooted for you. Therefore, I want to see you do well. I'm going to buy your album. So, I mean, it's smart. It is damn smart. And Korea is one of the few places where that shit works because in America, we could watch you go through an entire season of The Bachelor, American Idol, The Voice, whatever other reality singing show there is. That does not mean I'm gonna buy your album. It used to mean in the very early days of American Idol. It does not mean that now. But in Korea, that still works. So, ride it out until the wheels fall off. That's what I say. I can't wait to find out who's in the final group for Produce 48. I know my faves are not going to make it because my faves never do. They've been consistently getting voted off from the show time and time again. I don't even want to know at this point who's left over because I just have this feeling like it's not going to be anybody I love, but it is what it is. I'm still going to watch because I've gotten this far in. And at 2.5 hours per show, I didn't invest all that time to not see it to the end. I'm gonna see it to the end. But yeah, I feel like my main fave is like kept so low key on the show. There's no way she's gonna survive. There's no way she's gonna survive. The only thing I'm thinking at this point is she is going to leave AKB48, find an independent producer to produce her, and then she's going to start trying to promote in Korea. That's all I can think is going to happen because there's no flipping way that she's going to make this group because Mnet hates her. They don't want her to be seen. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on behind the scenes, but they do not want to give that girl any shine. I almost couldn't even recognize what group she was in because she was so low key. So, yeah. And you know what else pisses me off? Look, while we're on this tangent, let's just say this. So I'm talking about Miyu, in case anybody's wondering. Miyu is one of the few Japanese girls on the show that doesn't disappear during practice. Like, okay, during the practice segments where all the drama is supposed to take place, a lot of the time the Japanese girls aren't in those segments because they're back in Japan promoting and then they come back for the performances. And Miyu, I guess she just got like a long-term passport for Korea. She's been staying there. So whenever they show like the practice footage and stuff, she's off in a corner somewhere. She's, got her head ducked down looking at some lyrics. She's twiddling on a piano somewhere. She's always there. She never goes back to Japan for nothing. Yet and still, she cannot get more than 35 seconds of camera time per 2-hour show. Even though it took 2 seconds for her to become a legend off of that first show. But for some flippin' reason, they refuse to give her any shine. The most shine that she's gotten on that show is her giving some other bitch encouragement. So, yeah, like I said, I don't anticipate my faves staying because Mnet don't like them. Mnet don't like them, so why should they stay? Because it's all manipulation. It's audience manipulation. These are our favorites. You're going to love them because we love them. There you go. Vote for them. Same thing with Sakura. I don't hate Sakura. I don't even really dislike her. I just don't find anything interesting about her. I don't get her. I'll put it that way. First of all, everybody talks about how old Galen looks from Pledis. She doesn't look old. She looks mature. Like she looks like a grown woman amongst a bunch of girls. Sakura, on the other hand, she looks like she's in her early 30s to me. Like the way her face is built, she's got a face that's going to be her face for the rest of her life. Like it is totally settled in. And so this whole thing where everybody's like, she's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, she's so perfect looking. She's like a doll. She's like a dream. I'm just like, are we looking at the same lady? And I'm not going to say girl because she doesn't look like no girl, the same lady. She is young, but she looks grown. Capital G grown. So I don't understand why everyone is so flippin' obsessed with her. And I mean, like I said, it's maybe me. Maybe I just don't get it. I'm too old to understand what the new look is. But every time I see her, I'm just like, she's super like soft spoken. There hasn't really been anything about her personality that I find super dynamic. She's kind of average at best compared to some of the other truly beautiful girls on this show. I, I don't get the hype. I don't get the hype. That, and she can't even promote full time. That's the other thing that pisses me off. You have a lot of girls from Japan that, you know, if they could get this thing going for them, they could promote full time for this produce deal. Sakura, she's going to be here and there, on and off, every once in a while, maybe kind of sort of, because she's still actively promoting in Japan and like really hardcore promoting. So it doesn't even make any sense to me. Why would you put the girls who are going to have to do the most kind of back and forth travel as the ones that you want to pick as your fave? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. Why wouldn't you pick the ones that like this could be a big career move for them? That's who I would be concentrating on if I was running this show. But you know what? Whatever. It's not for me. It's not for me. Obviously not for me. It is intentional. Absolutely it's intentional. But yeah, I still want to see how the group goes because I do have a couple of Korean faves that I want to see make it to the very end. Yeah, Choan, that's my buddy, that's my pal. I want to see her do well. I'm trying to think who else do I want to see do well. Oh, the Pledis girls. I want both of the Pledis girls to kick ass and take names. I really, really like both of the Pledis girls. And I did not realize how much I loved the giraffe until after the last few challenges where she's been singing. And then I realized like how good her voice is. And for that reason alone, I'm in it. I want her to win. I want her to do well. She probably got eliminated this round because none of my faves ever stay. But, you know, that's what I want. That's what I want to see. That's what would make me happy. So, you know, put that out there in the universe. Hopefully something will happen. But yeah, these are the things that go through my mind when I think about this show. And oh, I was gonna tell you guys. So I was rewatching, well, not rewatching. I was watching 16 for the first time, the making show for Twice, and I hadn't ever seen it before, so I was watching it for a while, and then I had a hard time finding like episode 6, so then I stopped. But then I finally found a link for episode 6, so I started watching. I had no idea that Momo had been eliminated from that group halfway through the thing. I did not know that. So, wow. I had no idea. I had no idea. I wonder how she got back in. I can't wait to see that later on in the show. Um, yeah, I don't like Hyewon. I don't understand what Korea loves about her. I swear she looks like a freaking deer in headlights. Every time they show her on the show, she has this like bewildered mouth open look that I don't understand what the appeal is for. She always looks like, "Are you talking to me? Did you ask me a question?" Like, and I don't know why they like her face. I don't get why her face is so popular. Her face is all right. She's not the prettiest girl out there. Probably the prettiest girl out there is Yirin, the little Chinese girl. She's beautiful. Even though she's got that one huge ear, she's still really beautiful. And the little girl from Starship, she's gorgeous. Like she is actually, she looks like a living, breathing doll. She's perfect in the face. But those two, like if I was talking about just pretty girls, those would be my picks for like really pretty girls. Oh, and Murase from the AKB group, there's something about that girl. I don't know what it is about her, but she is so pretty to me. Like when we watch her dance and do stage stuff, I can't say she's the best dancer or anything, but there's something about her face that just really gets to me and makes me think, you need to be modeling somewhere. If this whole idol thing doesn't work out, you need to get you some modeling gigs going on. You need some acting because you got the look. You got the look. You got the look that makes the men turn around because your face is just sultry. That's the word, sultry. Not cute, not sexy, sultry. She loves she could teach a man a few things if she wanted to. Or a woman, you know, whatever floats her boat. Or gender fluid, you know, we're all free in here. But yeah, that's the kind of look I like if I was picking one. So, I think I said about a half an hour ago that I was getting ready to end this live stream. Is there any last minute questions anyone has for me? Because I'm not going to be on here for 2 hours. I just can't. I would love to, but I just can't. This was one of the longest Fridays I've ever had at work. I was at work until like 7 o'clock. And I got to work at 9 a.m. So it's a long day. It's a 10-hour day. I can't be on here all night long, y'all. So if there's no last minute questions, I guess I can call it a day. This has been fun. I had a good time. I hope you did too. Yeah, this is a great haul. I mean, I might go back and like cut the stream off at 25 minutes. I don't know. I'll figure out what I want to do. But I was very impressed with this haul. And I don't usually say that I'm impressed with shit that I buy. Like that almost sounds weird to say, "Oh, I'm so impressed with what I bought." No, the reason I say I'm impressed is because there was nothing on the listing that gave away that all these albums were going to come with photo cards. So the fact that all of the albums that I got for Shiny came with photo cards, that's amazing. Like they should have put that in the listing. If they had put that in the listing, chances are I wouldn't even have these albums because somebody else would have bid way more than me. But I mean, there's been so many photo cards here. And once again, my bias Minho decided that he only wanted to show me his bookmark ass. He didn't want to show me anything else. But you know what? That's okay because Daddy, I have your collection, so you can't run from me. You can run from me if you want to. I'm going to find you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to put you in my book. Oh, and before I go, just, because we happen to be here, let's just flip through my book. Not much has changed here, but, just see what I got going on for Shiny when it comes to photo cards. So here we are with our Korean collection from Minho. Let's just back up a little bit so you guys can get a little bit of everything going on here. There you go. So we start with Lucifer, Sherlock, Misconceptions of You, Misconceptions of Me, 1 and 2, Misconceptions of Us, Everybody, the Everybody bookmark. This is Odd A, I believe. And then Odd B, Married to the Music. Shiny World 4. This is probably one of the most valuable cards I have outside of this card. Then we have One of One, One and no. One of One and One and One. One and One. And then Story of Light 2, Story of Light 3. And then I have the One of One card here because it's a really awkward size. So it's here. Then Japanese wise, I believe it's Replay, Juliet, Lucifer, the first album, Sherlock 1 and 2, Dazzling Girl, 1,000 Years by Your Side, Fire, Boys Meet You the album, Boys Meet You the single, 321, Lucky Star, I'm Your Boy. I think this is the Japanese press, but I also have the Korean press. Sorry about that. I'm Your Boy, Your Number, Sing Your Song, DXDXD, Kimi no Side. Oh, crap. Shit. 5. I don't know why I forgot. 5, Winter Wonderland. And then after that, it's all these different photo cards from different things. So I think these are calendar cards, maybe. These are same cards from their promotion with the same. No, those were Shiny World 4 stickers. Never mind. Those were Shiny World 4 stickers. Then this was a coex card. These should also be stickers. I think these are SM Town stickers or something. Yeah, just regular shiny stickers. These are more stickers. This is the Korean press version of I'm Your Boy card for Minho. That actually came in my album. I was surprised. Then these are calendar cards. So these are calendar cards. These are stickers, which the stickers and the cards look so similar that sometimes I forget what's what. Then this was the sticker that came with Winter Wonderland because it came with a sticker and it came with a photo card. Then these are the sticker set for One of One that I got from Showell 5. Thank you, girl. I also have this collection of group cards. This came with a light stick. These came in albums. These are the cards that came with the Shiny in Barcelona photo book. Then we have Key's card from Shiny's first Japanese album. This was Key's card, well, one of Key's cards from The Story of Oz, which was this weird musical that SM was doing, holographic musical, I guess. This is an SM Live World Tour 3 card for Shiny. There's like two versions of this. I'm not sure which one this is, so I can't tell you. This was the very first Shiny card I ever received, which is why I'll keep it forever. This is from Misconceptions of Us. It was my first Shiny unboxing on my channel. This is a very, very special card for me. I'll keep it forever. Then we have Key's odd card with his braces, which is his most adorable card. I have two heart cards here. This is another SM Town card, I believe. I think, or is this a concert card? I can't remember. This was around the time of Shiny World 4, I believe. Then I have this other odd card for Onu, which I love because he just looks so fucking happy. So when he's happy, I'm happy. Then we have Jonghyun's Married to the Music. We have two cards from the She Is album. I think there were 3 cards for that album. I've got 2 of them. Then we have all of Taemin's Press It cards. Then we have both of the cards from the base album, the white and the black. Then these are Jonghyun's cards from the Story Op 2. So there's the photo card and the essay card. Then this is a card from Taemin's Moving, I believe. Then this, is it Moving? Is that Moving or Move? No, that's from Move. Okay. Card from Move. This is a card from the One and One. This is what came in my album. I end up getting a card from Mason and buying a card from someone else. These are all the group cards I got for Story of Light. All these here. And then from the album, I pulled Key. I pulled 2 of this Onu card. I pulled this Taemin card because that's just the way my luck works. And then these are cards that Shawwell 5 made me. This is a postcard from Move, I believe, postcard. Then this is the One of One from Minho, which I already showed you guys. And I have the Onu card in here somewhere, I think. I don't know. Or maybe it's in my cell binder. I can't remember. And then these are postcards from the Shiny Day photo book that I bought in LA when I was with Mason. And so that's all for new additions. Everything else in here has been in here forever. You've already seen it. It's in another video. Look it up. But yeah, that's all of the new additions plus a recap of the old stuff so you can kind of see where the new stuff fits in. But that's everything. Thank you for watching. I know it's been hella boring this last few minutes, but thank you for indulging me in my Minho passions. I will talk to you all later.